You see that church right there? That church is where Martin Luther King Jr. gave his first speech in 1944 here in Dublin, Georgia. It's where the dream began in 1944. So when you think about how important this place is, especially in the times that we're in, it's important to understand, right? So much of the history of this country needs to be unearthed again and put front and center for everybody to understand and get to know. Why do you suppose there's so few people that ever visit this place? Why are they not taught it's here? It's almost like it's been hidden from them. It's almost like there are people who haven't taught the history, even though there's a month of Black history every year. Now, why do you suppose that is? See, that bothers me. Everybody's history in this country makes up the totality of the history of the entire country. Just like the Bible is a book of books, each of our lives are books. And all of our collective histories combine together to tell a story. This place tells a story. His life told a story. This is the dream we have to recover, regardless of the pigmentation of one's skin, regardless of what your station is in life, regardless of how you may have been wronged or you're being wronged. This is what we have to recover if things are going to change. We've got to stop ceding our dreams and the dreams of our forefathers, our fellow Americans, our brothers and sisters, to nations who distort it, to peoples who distort it, and then use it as a weapon against us. It is time not to restore the dream. It is time not to restore the dream. It is time to make it a bigger one. Are you with me? That will only happen when we meet in the common middle ground together. That will only happen in truth, in love, with the truth and love bringing about justice and mercy from humble and contrite hearts. It will only happen when we see one another for what's beyond the external. When we begin to see one another for what's deeper than the cover of our books. I love this country. I love this place. I love that man. Are you with me? Because right now, everybody is on a plantation in their minds to one degree or another. Everybody is oppressed in one way or another in their thinking, spiritually. Everything else flows from there, economically, socially, ethically, ethnically, and otherwise. We have got to stop letting people manipulate us and teach us lies and accept them and do their bidding. We've got to stand together in the common middle ground. We've got to build one another up. We've got to demand leaders that do the same thing. And we've got to learn to forgive one another and love one another. And how do we do that? Well, the church, right behind me, where Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. gave his first speech, stands as a memorial to that as well. We have to let God transform us from the inside out and from the heart to our minds. That's where the true freedom to live in grace comes from. And the true freedom to forgive and to overcome the obstacles of evil, injustice, and darkness in our world. Are you done with the counterfeits? Are you done accepting what is beneath you? Are you done being a victim? Because you can trade your victimhood in anytime you're ready to be a victor. And that victory comes in the truth lived out in love that brings about justice and mercy for contrite and humble hearts.